New Delhi CNN. Saffron flags are flying in the predominantly Hindu town of Ayodhya as excited locals prepare to host Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi for the opening of a new multimillion-dollar temple. But like most of the town's 500,000 Muslims, Maulana Badshah Khan, 65, says he will stay home. He fears a repeat of religious violence that broke out more than 30 years ago when Hindu nationalists destroyed the Babri Masjid, a 16th century mosque, which sparked riots across country. On Monday, Modi will officially inaugurate the Ram Janmabhoomi Mandir, a lavish temple built on the same site that analysts say is a monument to Hindu nationalist ambition. Khan said he believed the celebration was a clear sign of how Muslims have been marginalized under the leadership of Modi's Bharatiya Janata party. The scars of the Babri Masjid demolition will always be there, even if we are hopeless in voicing them, Khan said. The temple has symbolic value in showing Muslims their place in New India. More than 7,000 people, including high-profile politicians from across the country, were personally invited to Ayodhya to attend the ceremony, and tens of thousands of devout Hindus flocked to the small town to lay flowers and gifts at the temple. Amidst this growing crowd, there are concerns among the Muslims of Ayodhya. Azam Kadri, the 39-year-old head of a local religious organization, said those who experienced the violence in 1992 were afraid of foreigners coming. Whenever people come from outside, there is a problem. We can no longer afford to lose valuables, savings or identity documents. It is not easy to start life over again, he said. Hindu fundamentalists attacked wall of the 16th century Babri Masjid mosque, located at a disputed holy site in city of Ayodhya, with iron rods in 1992. Douglas E. CurranAFP Haji Mahboob, who lost two relatives in the violence in 1992, said local Muslims were worried that the emboldened crowd would chant provocative slogans against them. They will demand the expulsion of Muslims from Ayodhya or demand a Hindu Rashtra, he said. Mahboob said there is now a feeling of hopelessness in his community. Many Muslims said they believed debate could end in 2019, when the Supreme Court granted Hindus permission to build temples on disputed site. But instead, emboldened Hindus began targeting more mosques across the country and campaigning to demolish them. 2. Hindus cannot stand us. They cannot see us. What can we do? Said. Rise of Hindu nationalism. Modi came to power in 2014 promising to reform the country's economy and usher in a new era of development. But he also heavily pushed the Hindutva agenda, an ideology that believes India should be a land for Hindus. Many states have passed laws that critics say are rooted in Hindutva discriminatory against Muslims. These include laws that make it increasingly difficult for interfaith couples to marry and ban the transport of cows, an animal sacred to Hindus. 1 Mod.